from Eva's Bridal Shop on West Belmont. Welcome to tonight's PM Magazine. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Lederman. Yes, there will be a wedding this evening. No, it will not be mine. Relax there, young lady. She's not nervous at all. We are going to see a very special wedding, but first we are going to change clothes and take part in a sport known as rappelling. We will meet members of the Willowbrook High School Cave Club in Villa Park. They're going to take us down sheer cliffs of 100 feet with nothing more than ropes and confidence. First, though, Joe, it can be a pretty risky proposition. Maybe that's why it's known as taking the plunge. Tonight, we're going to meet a group of young people who take quite a few plunges but don't get married. They're some high school students from Willowbrook in suburban Villa Park, and their idea of a good time is a sport called rappelling, scaling down the sheer faces of cliffs with drops of over 100 feet. Well, let's drop in on the group and see how they make out at the sport of rappelling.
All right, let me start by going over some things tonight. I know you're all excited about getting to do it for the real thing and next Saturday going to Utica.
At first glance, this is the picture of classroom normalcy. A high school gymnasium, attentive students, teacher at the helm, just like any other extracurricular activity. That is, until these kids swing into action.
That's it. Real good. You're coming down to the... Very good, Sue.
This sure is a unique use of the bleachers and the gym. The aim of this group is serious fun. All members of the Cave Club at Willowbrook High School in suburban Villa Park. Ron Tyler initiated this program 12 years ago. Its aim? To provide students with a wide range of outdoor adventure experiences.
What we deal with basically are activities that are fearful in nature, but yet a controlled type of situation. The idea is that at the end of a day, we force people to be successful and to achieve a short-term goal.
Accomplishing a goal here requires physical stamina and a great deal of emotional effort. Each student first must learn this technique called rappelling to get down the bleachers. Then free fall. And to ride the zip line, which provides more than a few thrills. Of course, club members get at least a few bumps and bruises as part of their education. Instructors are adults and students with previous rappelling experience. All are graduates of this program, so their empathy aids the teaching. The course always maintains a high standard of safety, yet it's difficult to persuade newcomers to go over the edge. For the novice, a fear of height coupled with the fear of failure makes this task doubly difficult.
Look at how low to the ground it is. I'll hit.
What is?
Look at he's holding.
Oh. On that rope.
Ah.
Some personal persuasion is often needed to make that first jump.
I can handle it though, because like, all right.
The pressure really is put on the students because of the nature of the activities. And on this kind of activity, they evoke a very good feeling when they're over, believe it or not.
With their preparation in the gym behind them, it's now time to get set for the real test, 90 miles away at the 100-foot cliffs at Utica, Illinois. Riding the bus for 2 hours gives the students a chance to think about their next task. For the club veterans, it's another chance to refine their rappelling skills. Newcomers can only wonder what they'll be facing. Arrival means hopping off the bus, loading up the gear, putting on hard hats, and heading out. The cliffs are a half a mile away, but the hike goes quickly. Enthusiasm is in the air. This is a backwoods adventure. Ropes are readied as Ron talks to the group. He gives final instructions and a warning note on the weather.
When that wind is blowing up there, normally you jump like wild goats around up there and you get a gust of wind catch you and you trip. And when you're not on the rope, we can't help you.
Today it's windy and there's no room for error. Good sound judgment must be used at all times. As the veterans gear up, slipping into these tree trimmer seat harnesses, the newcomers wait and watch. How do they feel before their first descent?
Terrified.
It's a challenge. It's just there.
First thing I'm going to think of is how far down it is.
Ron Tyler mans the rope at the top of this abandoned railroad tunnel. He's the anchor, both physically and mentally. Everyone concentrates on him and what he says as he encourages the students. This is no easy job, but Ron works closely, using his hands on each student, keeping things from getting too scary.
And you got Gretchen on belay. She's never lost anybody yet. Okay. All right,
Oh, good.
Now a little back.
Here, Jan Duffin begins her first descent as Ron talks her down.
Now just watch your feet, and I'm leaning a little farther, and then you can drop 1 foot over at a time. That's it. Watch where you're landing. That's it.
Okay.
Keep going.
Who says this is easier than the
Just keep looking
bleachers?
behind. Let the rope slide through as you push out. That's it. Very nice.
Belay, please.
That's it. Now you can kind of get your feet together and then bend your knees in and push out.
I did it. Yeah, I did it.
The kids look as though they're literally floating down the cliffs with a support system of ropes and rings providing support. Knees are flexed at 90-degree angles to brace and push the climbers off the rocks. Before the day is over, everyone will get plenty of chances. The most exhilarating part, the free fall into the tunnel.
There was nothing else in the world at that moment, and I just felt great.
You don't want it to end because it's so much fun and just feel like you're flying.
This kind of group activity lets the students expand their world, and to experience thrills very few people get a chance to feel. They gain confidence and establish friendships, and most of all, they have the opportunity to take charge of themselves and to lead.
We deal with the activity as a means to an end. For instance, the rappelling as the means to get us to a closer relationship amongst people and a feeling of confidence about what you've achieved in the course of the day.
Throughout the day, Cave Club members achieve personal bests. The first fears are overcome, a strict sense of discipline remains. Success is measured by an individual's ability to conquer his or her own fears and to have fun while doing that. These students have learned the value of setting and reaching goals. As future leaders, they are surely heading down the right track.